Hello, everyone. This is our Friday mobility series. So this will be the same class for every Friday in March. Our focus is on wrist and ankle mobility this month. So to start, we'll sit up nice and tall. We're going to start with a little bit of wrist distraction. So right where the part where our wrist goes up and down, I'm going to take my right hand onto that wrist and just gently pull away. Release. Take a nice deep breath in, and then gently just pull away to allow that left wrist to relax as you give it a gentle little pull here. Relax back one more time. So we're going to pull, and then maybe you start to bend up a little bit. Pull out as you come down, and then push down. Perfect. One last breath, sit up nice and tall. And then slowly switch for the other side. So again, right at the part where your wrist bends, you're going to take your left hand, reach around, take a nice deep breath in, and then gently pull from here. Little distraction here. Release from here. 2 more times. Slowly pull away as we take a nice deep breath in. 1 more breath. And slowly relax. This time we're going to add a little movement. Just take a nice deep breath in. Pull the right wrist towards the left. Hold here. And then slowly bring those fingertips up towards the ceiling. Push the heel of the hand out. Slowly come down and through as you do. Give that wrist a little bit of a bigger pull. And then come all the way down. Taking 1 more breath. And then slowly relax and release the fingers and going through some circles here. Gently feel the wrist move in each direction. Good. And then move in the opposite direction. Good. Keeping our fingers interlaced, pushing them out in front. Taking a deep breath in, reach them all the way up. 1 more nice deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring our hands all the way down. And we're going to bring our hands to blocks, which I didn't tell you in the beginning of the video. But for this video series, you'll need 2 blocks. If you don't have 2 blocks, you can just do everything without the blocks, okay? So bring our hands to blocks. And we're going to step back to a downward facing dog. Lots of downward facing dogs in this past week. So finding a good position onto the blocks in our downward facing dog, just to stretch out to begin. Pushing our hands into the blocks, feeling our hips lift up. Taking a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to drop our knees to a tabletop. As we inhale, we're going to push down into the blocks. Pull our belly in towards our spine and gently lean forward as we exhale. Slowly come back. Take a nice deep inhale. As we exhale, shoulders move past the fingertips and then come back. 1 more time, deep inhale. Shoulders move past the fingertips and slowly come back. Moving through some wrist circles. So sending our shoulders over to the left first. 3 times starting to the left. And then going over to the right. Allowing those shoulders to move past all angles of our wrists. From here, we're going to step our right foot up and place it on the back of the block. From here, we're just going to bend into our knee, pushing our heel down into the floor for a deeper calf stretch. Hold here. One more breath. From here, we're going to take our right foot, place it onto the block, and then bend straight down and over. So using your chest and your body weight to help deepen the stretch, push this right heel down into the block. Taking 2 nice deep breaths. One more breath. From here, we're going to take our other block, have it ready for us. We're going to keep this right foot onto the block, and we're going to walk up to a Skandasana pose. So walk our hands over. So from here, opening up the hip and ankle in an opposite direction, using our right hand to help us keep our weight shifted over our pinky toe. If we need to come up and then bend down, that is completely okay. Your block can be on any height that works for you. The goal here is just to really get into this right ankle. Wherever we are, see if we can't lift our chest. Keep this knee pointing out. As you can see, mine wants to come in. Taking a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to walk back to the top. We're going to scooch our block forward. We're going to lift our back leg. We're going to rise all the way up for a crescent lunge and then step our back foot in. We're going to put our right foot on the back of the block again. Inhale, sit up or stand up nice and tall. As we exhale, we're going to fold forward. So a little bit of hamstring, little bit of deep calf muscle, pushing this right heel down into the ground. Gazes towards those toes. Push this left hip forward, pull your right hip back. Deep breath. Exhale, fold 1 more inch. We'll slowly rise all the way up, and then we'll step back. We'll inhale, reach both arms all the way up. As we exhale, we'll fold. As we fold, we'll place our the block on the left side down, back at the top of our mat to reset. Step back for downward facing dog. Let the chest come through. And then we'll slowly step the left foot up to the top of the mat and drop our right knee. We'll start by just placing the block at the top of our toes, bending forward, maybe holding on to the outside of the block for a little bit of support, or using your opposite block. Pushing our chest into our knee, pushing our heel down into the floor. Trying to relax that ankle but engage at the same time. I know it sounds counterintuitive. When we're ready, we'll place our left foot onto the top of the block, deepen our stretch here. Again, using our chest for support, reaching down, pushing our ankle onto the floor or down into the block. Feel that knee gently move past the toes. Taking 1 more breath. Slowly, we're going to walk our hands over to the right side, sinking our hips down, maybe using our block here. Left hand gives our knee an assist to keep that knee moving outward. Options to come up a little bit, using our block however we need to find that comfortable mobility space for us. But the goal is to bend into that ankle. Taking 1 more breath here, chest is up nice and high. Slowly rotating towards the top of our mat, untucking those toes. From here, we're going to take our foot off of the block. Tuck those back toes, lift that back leg, rise all the way up for a crescent lunge as a transition. Bringing our hands to our hips, stepping the back foot in, and then placing the left toes on the back of the block. Taking a nice deep breath in, standing up nice and tall. As we exhale, we're going to fold forward. Left hip is pulling back, right hip is pulling forward. Pushing that left hip into the ground, or that left heel into the ground. Gazing towards those toes. Taking one more breath. As we exhale, fold one more inch. Slowly rising all the way back up. Stepping our left foot back. Widening those feet. Taking a nice yogi squat. Using our block here, maybe to help us sit up a little bit taller. If you find that your knees are really falling in here, maybe sitting onto the block, using our hands to shift our weight towards our toes. Also getting in a bonus wrist stretch here. Sitting up nice and tall. Shift the weight towards the toes. Knees are moving back. Taking one more nice deep breath. As we exhale, wherever we are, we'll fold. We'll slowly roll all the way up. And that's it for each Friday.